Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Morning Tea with LonnieB. I am Dr. Kusamo, and I am your host for today. Welcome to Morning Tea with LonnieB, where we share a morning devotion, just something to jumpstart your day. So to my friends and family in the States, good morning to you. And to my friends and family in the UAE, I hope you had a wonderful and magnificent day. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am so glad that each and every one of you have chose to join us this morning. Remember, we don't stay long. I just give you a quick snippet of a morning devotion of an individual who has allowed me to share it with you. And then we talk about it, and then I allow you to go ahead and start your day or to wrap up your day. It's just something to empower you and encourage you. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, let's see who's out there. Good morning, Aunt Cynthia. Good morning, Aunt Betty. Good morning, Miss Vivian, y'all. Please say congratulations in the chat to Miss Vivian. She just actually elevated herself with CASA. And if you're not familiar with CASA, please look them up at casa.org. That's CASA.org. And good morning to my chocolate sensation. So let's go ahead and get started and dive into this morning devotion. This morning devotion comes from Matthew 8, 5 through 13. I will be reading the New International Version. The faith of the centurion. When Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him asking for help. Lord, he said, my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly. Jesus said to him, shall I come and heal him? The centurion replied, Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes. I tell that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, truly I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith. I say to you that many will come from the east and the west and will take their places at the feast with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heavens. But the subjects of the kingdom will be thrown outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, let it be done, just as you believed it would." And his servant was healed at that moment. Again, the Gospel of Matthew today, 8, verses 5 through 13. In Matthew, the record of the story of the centurion soldier who approached Jesus because he had a servant who was paralyzed at his home. Jesus makes a move to go to the centurion's house and heal the paralyzed servant. But the centurion stops him and says that he's not worthy, that Jesus should not walk under his roof, but asks Jesus to only speak a word, and his faith believed that the servant would be healed. Talk about faith. The centurion not only had faith in Jesus to lay his hands on his servant, but to speak a word that was able to transcend their current location to the location of where the need was needed. Choose to speak life today. Proverbs 18:21 tells us that life and death is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. If you are a believer, you have what it takes on the inside of you, which is the Holy Spirit, to see your current situation change. It doesn't matter the circumstance, the problem, or the dilemma. You shall live and not die. If it be God's will for your life, you shall live and not die. Life sometimes can be so hard and people so unfair that sometimes it's going to take every ounce of strength that you and I have left to speak life over whatever the situation is. Don't let it mute your voice. If we are heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ, that then means we too have the same ability to speak and things happen. Why? Why is this? Because God is on our side. Take the time out today and speak life over your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. Speak life and not death. Need I say it again? We don't always need a restart, as we discussed yesterday. Sometimes we just need a refreshing. Refresh says, I have learned things in my life that will help me live life. I'm going to say that again. I have learned things in my life that will help me live life. Because there are two things you need to know in this world. And those two things are how to live and how to die. So today, again, I encourage you to speak life and not death. That is today's devotion today, is speak life and not death. And you know, as easy as it sounds, it's often so hard to do because we look at our current situation, and our current situation has us thinking that it's going to be an end situation. It's going to be the death of a situation, and that death is not a positive, even though death can always sometime mean that it's going to be a good thing, right? Because some things we want to put to death: old habits, bad ways, past thoughts, past situations that actually kept us in bondage. And when we become free, it tries to creep up. So some things we do need to put to death. But the only way we can put it to death is that we speak life over it. Remember, what we say and put in the atmosphere is what can become of our situation. So sometimes, you know, we say that cliche. You can look at the glass half empty, or you can look at it half full. Well, today I encourage each and every one of us to look at it half full, because when it's half full, then that means we only need the other half to be full for us to accomplish what we need to be. But when we look at it half empty, then we're already looking at it in a defeat state. So today, speak life over your situation. Speak life over people's situations that have reached out to you, and ask you to help them, pray for them, support them, uphold them, believe in them. Speak life into their situation, even though the odds of man says not so. But we serve a God that we know that can say it is so. And he can do it in a second. He can do it in a minute. He can do it in an hour, a week, a month, or a day, or even a year. Nevertheless, When he does it, it is done. And no one can take that away from you. So again, today, I encourage you, whatever you're facing, whatever you're looking into, it may not look the best. It may not seem that the joy is going to be on the other side. But as you go through it, the word is through it. Remember to speak life. That is your morning tea with LonnieB for this morning. I thank you all for joining. Please share it. Please bless someone and talk to them just as well as I've asked you to speak life. When you go into the office today or you go around friends and family, when they begin to speak words that actually sounds like it's going to speak death, help them choose the words that speak life. So be a blessing as I hope that I have blessed you today. Until tomorrow, same time, same place, we will be back here. And always remember my saying, smile. You owe it to yourself. No one does it better than you. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. Bye for now.